One of the things that we're going to have to do as believers in Jesus Christ or whatever religion you are, and that is respect each other's journey. We spend a lot of time criticizing each other, condemning each other, finding fault with each other. And the goal seems to be that I want to prove that what I believe about God is superior to what you believe about God. What I know about God is superior to what you know about God. And if you don't agree with what I believe about God, then I have every right to condemn you, to criticize you, to correct you under the scheme of correction. I have a right to do all of these things to you, but for the person on the outside looking in, it doesn't impress them. They see nothing that they want to be a part of. I saw a pastor on the internet asking the question, how can we stop being so mean to one another? Even though you may be right in what you believe, we cannot present it in this angry, mean, vindictive, critical way that we have been predicting the gospel. Now, what's behind that? People are leaving the church. That's what's behind that, is that people are leaving the church and they're saying, I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be at a part of something that's going to make me a better person, not teach me how to criticize and condemn and shame and guilt and put fear in people. They're saying, I don't want to be a part of that. Jesus, one of his main messages was love. And John 13:34, he says, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another the way that I have loved you, so that all men will know that you are my disciple by the way that you love one for another. And it seems like nobody paid any attention to that. And it seems like the only way that we can get along, only way that we know how to treat each other is to analyze and criticize. Well, that day is coming to an end because it is destroying the church. And so we're going to have to make some changes. Maybe some of us are too old to change. Maybe us have been doing this for so long, being so critical and pointing the finger at them that they won't change. But maybe it's like the children of Israel. They have to die in the wilderness and then let someone else younger come in and usher in this new change. Paul said this in Second Timothy chapter 4, and he was talking about his spiritual life. And if you ever follow Paul went from a Jewish Pharisee, which one of the strictest sects of Judaism, that he taught the law, and his journey took him to being a follower of Jesus Christ, where he began to deny a lot of the things that he once believed. That was his spiritual journey. And of course, he got a lot of criticism. He got beat, almost killed for it. And he says this in Second Timothy 4, 6-8, as he was about ready to come to the end of his life. He says, for I am now ready to be offered up, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. He says, I've been on this spiritual journey. I've been on this spiritual journey, and this journey has taken me to different places, has given me different understandings of God, but it's been a journey. And everyone that's listening to me, you're on a spiritual journey. Very seldom will you ever find two people in the same place on their journey, that they're going to disagree. Amos 3:3 says, how can two walk together unless they're in agreement? Well, the agreement is not that we'll always agree. The agreement is that we'll take the journey together. Just like a husband and a wife, when they stand before the altar and they pledge their allegiance and they pledge their loyalty until death do their part. They're not agreeing. They're not saying we're going to agree on everything together. What they're saying is that we're agreeing to take the journey together. And when you see other people who are striving to learn about God, regardless of where they're at on their journey, we have to respect it. We have to stop degrading it. We have to stop devaluing it. And in some cases, we even dehumanize it. I mean, as Christians, the way we talk about the Jews and the Hindus and the Buddhists and the Muslims and the LGBTQ plus community, the way that we talk about dehumanize, devalue, degrade, and demonize in some cases, that's not God. God is not in it. Why? Because love says, when I look at you, I should see myself. That's what he says. Love one another, as love your neighbor as you love yourself. What does that mean? Loving my neighbor as I love myself means that I'm loving someone equal to the way that I love myself. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Love the way Christ loved us. That was the message. It is not about our church is better than your church. What we believe about God is superior to what you believe about God, because Jesus did not come to make us better than anyone. Jesus came to teach us how to be better for someone. How can I be better for you? How can I be better than you? We've got this message all screwed up, but we can change it. Repentance simply means to change your mind and go in a different direction. It means that I'm going to see people differently instead of someone to analyze, evaluate, criticize, and I'm going to see them as first and foremost someone to love. I want to thank you for watching. I hope this has been a blessing to you. If this type of content is a blessing to you, especially to my YouTubers, I would ask that you subscribe to the Pastor J podcast. We want to keep putting out this content as we continue to grow and mature in the things of God. But we have to stop the anger, the bitterness, and in some cases, the downright hate that we have between each other, and replace it with love.